What's up? It's your boy Lucid, Triple L-U-C, right? Oh fuck, I fucked that up. What's up? It's your boy Triple L-U-C-Y-D, Lucid, back with another video. I sound like every hype beast YouTuber, but anyways, we are back with another video. This one is by The Way of Cam, and he's talking about working in a warehouse and realizing relationships are cooked in warehouses. And I was just watching this video because I did a previous video, if you already seen, about warehouses and stuff that go on, in my experience, piggybacking off somebody else, another video. Just talk about how I feel about warehouses, what my experience has been and stuff like that. But I seen this video on the side. If you might have seen it when I was looking at the comments, but I was like, what is this man gonna be talking about? Talking about relationships. What Cam gonna be talking about? Because my first girlfriend I ever had was kind of in the warehouse, but it was mostly in a mall, but we was in the back, so we was kind of in the warehouse. But instantly this man got me laughing already just by like the stuff he's saying. And the warehouses I've been in, I never had really like crazy relationship stuff going on. No, the one I got my first girlfriend from, it wasn't kind of like, it was halfway. It wasn't too many women in there, and wasn't too many people in there, so it wasn't crazy stuff going on. But Cam is talking about Amazon. I've never been in the Amazon warehouse, but I've heard stories and stuff like that about the crazy stuff that do go on in those warehouses. And like I said, he started talking about it, it started sounding interesting. But until now, like, even with the warehouse I'm at now, it's like, a few girls come in to the recent girl that was just had that big donkey donk on her. It was on her ass, goddamn. She just got fired. Shawty used to come in late every fucking day. I don't know who she thought she was. We about to go on and get into this, man. Y'all turn your headphones up, lock in.
So at my time working up at the Amazon warehouse, I realized that relationships are genuinely cooked. Now, I made a video on this before talking about this, but I didn't go as in depth. So this video, I'm gonna go in depth on why relationships are actually cooked based off of my time there. Now, when I was up at Amazon, like I explained in the first vid, I was a manager, right? I was a manager for about a year. I was in a program where day one, you start off as a manager. So I was able to talk to the people at upper management, and I was able to talk to people at the very lowest level, the tier ones. And it don't matter, to be honest. It don't matter how much you make. It don't matter who you are, what position you are. I was able to see that everybody was getting cracked, bro. Everybody was going. It was girls getting cracked.
That's the part that had me dying.
You know what I mean? They like, doing all type of degenerate stuff. They selling
getting cracked in the what he about to say?
Out the bathrooms and shit like that. And it wasn't just one building. See,
is he saying they selling body in the bathroom? That's crazy if they're doing that. I have seen stuff on Instagram, like, they not really sleeping together. They was like actually like taking a nap together. I've seen videos like that. Them people talking about Amazon stuff at warehouse. Amazon stuff at warehouse. Stuff happening at Amazon warehouses. It's 1:33 in the morning. Bear with me. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule together. But yeah, the warehouses I've been at, nothing of the sorts really happened like that. Like, the most that has happened, I was working like I kept saying, the mall thing, where it was like halfway warehouse. I'm not working in the back, but it's attached to a mall. Girls trying to talk to me. Not saying I'm like the sexiest nigga alive or nothing like that, but like slight shit going on. Like if I walk to the mall or something like that, I guess they kind of know from the way I'm dressed, or like how early I go out to the mall to get some food. Like I work there or some shit like that, so they like might say something that can that's a little bit more personal instead of just like, hey, how you doing? It'll be like, I don't know, they'll start trying to talk, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, that's probably the most, other than me having my first girlfriend in a warehouse. I think this situation happens mostly in these warehouses when it's younger people. Like if it's young people, it's damn near like college almost. Like young people around young people, and they first getting their first piece of freedom and stuff like that. Girls seeing boys all the time, boys seeing girls all the time. There's gonna be some hormones, flaring up. Young people see what they like and stuff like that. Oh, because I got a brother who worked at an Amazon warehouse. he was telling me the stories. He was out there talking to girls, and he was their friend and shit. They sleeping in the car, actually sleep in the car on break in Amazon at our Amazon warehouse, and the girls got boyfriends or some shit. It was just crazy, but yeah, he might be right. Relationships might be cooked in Amazon warehouses.
I worked
or
on what's
warehouses,
called the
period.
Tom team. So what that meant was I was able to I was a manager on the transportation side. So I was in contact with other Amazon buildings, which meant that I also got to drive to other Amazon buildings, and I would have to cover for different people in different locations. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to see even at different buildings, it's the same shit, bro. Relationships are genuinely cooked. But in particular at my building, bro, there was two guys that really made me realize how cooked relationships are, bro. All right. So the first guy, we just gonna call him E. So E, I remember one day I walked into the safety office and I'm talking to E and I'm like, bro, what's going on? You look down, you look sad. He said, I divorced my wife. I'm like, bro, I didn't even know you had a wife. And I was taken aback because he's younger than me. And so I asked him, like, when he got married at 18 years old. 18 years old, bro. Now, this already could be a red flag, but I'm going to let that slide just because that's my dog. But they divorced. I don't even remember for what the reasons were. But then he was telling me what she was acting like after divorce. She was showing up to his house, stopping him from coming to work, doing all this extra out shit. And it made me realize how toxic a lot of relationships these days are, because people will literally break up and get back together, break up and get back together. And it's something that people like. I've talked to so many people that are in toxic relationships that refuse to get out of them for whatever reason. It's like, I'll talk to them and they'll agree with me, like, yeah, this probably is toxic. This person probably isn't good for me. And then next thing you know, they're right back with them the next day. And it's like, how? You know?
I don't know if that's some young people shit. Cause when I was younger, I was doing that, but it wasn't as bad. Like, motherfuckers, I ain't out here fighting nobody. I ain't out here like arguing, yelling at the top of my lungs, and then getting back together with a bit. No, but it was times like breaking up, getting back together. I would think half the stuff I was breaking up for was halfway logical, and getting back together was halfway logical. But yeah, I think it's just that young love. Now there are older people that do this shit too. They just fucking out of their mind. But younger people, I think they figuring it out. Like 25 and under. Shit, maybe like 30 and under. They figuring it out and shit like that. You know, trying to figure out how this shit go and stuff like that. Not realizing like it's more fish out there in the sea. You'll find somebody for you and stuff like that. With me, I always knew that. I've never stressed that hard over dating for real. Except for like in one situation. But for the most part, like this year, I realized you gotta have a lot of stuff in order to really focus on a relationship. And I'm out of that phase of like trying too hard. But yeah, I think it's just the younger people doing that shit.
But Tristan did end up divorcing his wife and they stayed divorced. Here's the problem. He got with another woman literally a week later. A week later, he's with another girl and they're on the phone all the time. Literally texting back and forth and back and forth. She's blowing his shit all the way up. And I'm telling him like, yo, this isn't healthy. This woman doesn't even know you and she's love bombing the shit out you right now, bro. I'm telling you right now, this is not gonna end well. Either she's just completely crazy or, you know, there's some kind of ulterior motive. Like nobody just love bombs you on day one. You feel me? But lo and behold, guess fucking what? That girl ended up being crazy too. And it's like, dude, you cannot, like, why do you keep, and it's like, relationships are cooked, not necessarily because of things that are out of our control, right? But they're cooked because we, as people in 2026, have lost the ability to use discernment. We have lost the ability to be with somebody that actually is good for us. And the reason why is because we're addicted to being able to have our own, you know, issues and have no one say anything about it. Being in a toxic relationship means that you can do whatever it is that you want because it's a toxic relationship. You're gonna be forgiven for cheating. You're gonna be forgiven for whatever it is that it is. So that's why people get in these relationships, and it's like it's an addiction. People are addicted to being in relationships that they know are not going to work. You know what I'm saying? So E's whole situation was he was addicted to let's be honest, Latina women who was going crazy, you know what I'm saying, for him, and was love bombing them whole time. These are the same girls that's gonna put you in jail. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, you can't be getting in relationships with these women, because it wasn't even just, oh, these are flings. Nah, he was whole. Yeah, nah, this is my girl. I'm like, bro, you gotta chill out. You gotta slow down, relax, and it would end bad every damn time. Another situation. That was the first thing that made me realize relationships was good.
I don't see how people can do that, being addicted to a toxic relationship. Once, I don't like do no arguing. I don't like to raise my voice at all. Like, the only time I ever raise my voice is fucking playing the game and talking to the guys. Other than that, I'm not raising my voice for anything. Like, a girl, if we should be able to have a civil conversation, dead ass. We should not have to yell at each other to get our point across. Like, if I have to do that with you, I already don't want to talk to you. I'm done right then and there. If I ever had to yell at a girl, we're done right then and there. I've never had to yell at any girl I've talked to. Dead ass. I'm just not that type of nigga. For sure. I mean, I guess that's a thrill, especially with Latina women. They always like that feisty shit. So, I mean, I guess that's what you can be addicted to. I can see how it could be fun. She's coming up to your house, like, I love you, or some shit like that. Like, let me in, I want to talk. Like, oh, she crazy for me. I can see how that could be appealing. I don't think I've ever had that. But yeah. It's probably why I ain't attracted to that toxic shit. I ain't never had that right there. I hope I never had no shit like that. Bitch fucking banging on the door at 3 o'clock in the morning talking about let's talk. No. I might call the cops on your ass. I know they usually call the cops on the man. I'll call the cops on her ass. Right into there. Get off of in front of my door.
The second thing that made me realize relationships was cooked was this guy named B, right? Or that's just what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him B. Now B, you know what I mean? He was a slightly higher level, right? So he dealt with he dealt with a lot of like management and stuff like that, right? But B was he was a conventionally attractive dude, right? He was one of those guys up at the warehouse to where every girl had a crush on this nigga, okay? And B had a wife and kids. Let me tell you.
One of my managers like that. My bad. I just paused this again. One of my managers just like that, except for I wouldn't even call the nigga conventionally attractive. The nigga just got kids and a wife or a girlfriend. Every time he's a manager. Every time a new employee come in and they a girl, that nigga's the first one of them. It's 2 niggas like that, but one of them not a manager. But this manager, first time they come in, he talk smiling, cheesing all in their fucking face. I'd be like, bro, yeah, you might be right. Relationships is cooked. If you work at a warehouse and you're in a relationship, or your partner working at a warehouse, me, I wouldn't keep a close eye. I'm just like, if I found out some shit, we done. But keep a close eye on them.
You something about B, bro, and that's my dog. That's my dog, bro. To this day, that's my guy. But at the same time, B would definitely ride the line between loyalty and disloyalty, because let me tell you something right now. He would the man, I don't know if he ever truly cheated, but the man, he was doing a lot. He was doing a lot, you know what I'm saying? I remember he told me he went to a rave, you know what I'm saying? He was with a couple different girls, you know what I'm saying? Up at the Amazon. He would get gifts from, management. And here's the thing, people knew he was in a relationship, people knew he was married, but it didn't change shit.
That's
It
what they
didn't
like
change
more.
the fact that these
They like
women
when you're in a
were
relationship.
going crazy over him, literally buying him shit, all type of stuff, bro. Like,
that make them want you more because they feel like you valid. Like, another girl gave you a check. It's like getting a check mark on Twitter. So, oh, he's top notch. If you can get a wife, you must be a good man. Or you must be
literally
valuable.
bro, like lusting for this nigga. And what that shit made me realize was 2 things. Number 1, getting married does not necessarily secure loyalty. I feel like people think that getting married or even having kids is a sign of like, oh yeah, I'm securing this person's loyalty. That don't mean shit, first and foremost. Secondly, when it comes to being in a relationship, and people don't care. I'm gonna be honest. People do not care if you're in a relationship. If you allow them access to you in a specific way, they will take that. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to women, right? Women, if you tell them that you're in a relationship, but they want you, that shit is going out the window, my nigga. Like, I'm telling you right now, they're not gonna give a fuck. And this is not just, I'm not just talking about Amazon when I say these things. Amazon is just a good benchmark because that is a representation of the general population. You feel me? Because a lot of general people work at Amazon. You know what I'm saying? You got people of all shapes and sizes. But this is just true for life.
Nigga, that shit scaring me. Is that coming out his?
I'm saying you got people of all shapes and sizes. But this is just true
Okay, yeah, that's
for
his shit.
life in general.
Nah,
You
me
know what I'm
think somebody
saying?
was in my
There
house
are people out there that
or
do
in my
not
room.
care if you're in a relationship. They're going to still go for that. And here's the problem. Most people in relationships are going to leave that door open because the truth of the matter is that we are not loyal people anymore. Loyalty in 2026 is dead, bro. I'm gonna be so honest with you. It's dead. Being loyal ain't in. It's not popping. It's not hip. And the reason why is because we have way too much access. Literally everything is made for people to cheat.
I wonder, with him saying this, not even judging his character. I don't know this guy from a fucking can of paint. I wonder where that saying came from. I might do a video on that, or yeah, on where fucking sayings come from. Like, I can tell him from a can of paint. I guess if you got like white and then you got like off white, it look the same. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know the guy from a can of paint. I wonder if he subscribes to this stuff that he's saying, like just not being loyal. If you get what I'm saying. I wonder what his gripe would it not gripe, but like where he stands with this.
Instagram comes out with vanish mode. They come out with instant. Like, what the fuck is that for if not to cheat? Oh yeah, vanish mode. No one can see it once you. Who asked for that feature? Genuinely, everything is made so that you can cheat. You know what I'm saying? Look at these fucking love shows. Love Island, Temptation Island. It's all about cheating and betrayal. You know what I'm saying? Look at
We off
fucking
we off the warehouse shit almost.
just everything, bro. Everything. Social media, all their goon content, everything, bro. Everything on the algorithm is letting you know, yo, cheat, oh, toxicity. They're just throwing this shit in your face, and it's like this has to be some CIA psyop, bro. It's got to be some operative literally rubbing his hands every time he see disloyal relationships, because what this does is it leads to unstable marriages, unstable families, or a lack of families, you know what I'm saying? And understand that the lesser of us there are, the easier we are to control. But that's a video for a whole other time. But yeah, that's the second thing that made me realize how cooked relationships are. And it's funny because, you know, it's funny because this is not even like, this is not uncommon. The experiences that I've experienced here are very, very like, this is a common thing. I mean, you could ask hella managers, hella people, you know what I'm saying? And they will all tell you very similar stories about how relationships are cooked. If I was not already in a relationship myself, you know what I mean, and I'm in a good relationship, I'm stable, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
If I
well,
went
that
into
clears this
Amazon
up
and
to
I
shit I
was
said
single
before.
myself, I would look around, I would be like, hell no, I ain't dating nobody. Fuck no, I don't trust nobody. I see how y'all move. It's fucking slimy, bro. It's fucking slimy, dog. Like I told y'all in the last video, bro, it's literally 5 dudes to 1 girl, bro. And that 1 girl got a BBL at age 45 pushing carts. I'm telling you, it's a evil world we live in. It's a
And see what
evil
I'm talking about, that
motherfucking
45
world we
shit?
live in,
Oh
bro.
wait, that's the last video.
But another thing too, right? So that's the second one. This is the third thing that made me realize that relationships are genuinely, absolutely fucking cooked. Okay. So I remember when I remember there was this one time to where I was talking to I was talking to a dude from like another building, right? And you know, he was telling me like, yo, did you hear about this situation? You know what I'm saying? I was like, what situation? What the fuck is going on? Nah. And this was a situation at my building, right? And he was like, yo, look, this is what went down, okay? So you basically had a manager that was taking, and I don't work there, so I can say this shit now. You had a manager that was taking an associate off site, right? So we have what's called, and there's something called like there's like a secondary site. you know what I'm saying, that you go to. And that's where we store extra
Sound like
leadership.
kidnapping.
Basically, you had a manager that was going to this offsite every time he would schedule somebody, right? And he, like this somebody, like this particular person, you know what I'm saying, he would schedule her there, and then he would go over to the offsite, and he was cracking every single time. Mind you, this nigga had a whole relationship at home. So this nigga was using his power to, like, imagine you're a manager and you're scheduling somebody. You're basically scheduling somebody to get cracked. So he was going over there and it was going crazy for a while. He ended up getting fired because he got caught. Dumbass.
So he would schedule somebody to go to another building and he would crack them at that building? Or crack them at a off-site of the building? I'm kind of confused. But that nigga was out there scheduling dick appointments. That's crazy.
Dumbass. But that's the third thing that made me realize how cooked relationships are, because it made me realize people are genuinely so lustful, you know? It's like you'll do anything to crack, and it's funny because it's so funny because people are always so quick to say how healthy they are and how anti-toxic they are. But the truth of the matter is that's just not the fucking case, dude. That's just not the case. Because if it was, then infidelity wouldn't be at an all-time fucking high, bruh. If that was the case, then people wouldn't be doing degenerate ass shit like this, man. I'm telling you right now. But anyway, those are specific stories from Amazon, from the big Zon, that made me realize relationships are actually fucking cooked.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Half the time shit ever went down with me, not with me, but like around me. I do have a story. I'm gonna just tell one, because the second story, I never really cared, and halfway didn't know this shit was going on because I didn't care. And somebody would have to tell me, like motherfuckers who just like to talk at the fucking job, telling me some shit I don't care about. You know, you know what you call it, blah blah blah. Like this shit happens till this day. Nigga, I don't even talk to for real. Sometimes will just come up to me. You heard? You still talk to? You heard? Blah blah blah. What happened right here? Da da da. That shit. I'm like, oh wow, oh that's crazy. Yeah, like that'd be my responses, because I don't give a fuck. Like even the people that you would never think would do some like the shit he's saying, be doing that shit. I remember my first job, Target, like I said. I think I said, I did talk about Target in this video, I think. The fucking manager of the store switch stores, or I don't know if he switched stores or just quit altogether. Me not knowing what's going on. I'm like, oh shit, damn, he gotta leave, you know, I just got here, only been here like 3 months or something like that. Dang, he gotta leave. And then I remember it was some other girl who left. I don't know if she left after him or before him. It was talks like after they both left or something like that. Come to find out, they were smashing. Like he said, that man, the manager, had a wife. And did he have a wife, kids? I know he had kids. I think he had a girlfriend too, or a wife or something like that. Fiance, I don't fucking know. Didn't really give a fuck. Or didn't really care. I should probably stop cussing in these video. Didn't really care. But it was like some crazy stuff going on, because I think he had a girlfriend but was cracking one girl that was at the job, or had a wife cracking one girl at the job. If you seen these people, you'd be like, these niggas cracking? What? But yes, it'd be the ones acting the most professional. That's actually what it be. The places I've worked where it was scandals of people, like, you know, relationship scandals, it was the ones acting the most professional. I swear to God. And it always, most of the time, be the managers. That's what be the crazy part. I'm trying to think. The second one, it was employees. 2 people dating, and they was screaming out in the hall or some shit. I never knew about it. Somebody told me, like I said. And if you seen the dude, you'd be like, she let this nigga get her out her character? Crazy. Because I knew the dude. That nigga was crazy. I ain't get it. I think at these jobs, he's saying it'd be so lustful, but it'd be more of a bond thing. Now, if you just get into the job, like he said, he's scheduling hoes, your manager scheduling hoes to get cracked outside the job, fucking crazy work. Especially if they just get in there. That's fucking crazy. Just like the other manager I said, every time we get a new employee, he all macking in their face instantly. But I think it'd be also because we spending so much time with these people in these jobs. Like, we're seeing their faces so much. And it's hard not to connect to these people. Or even think about crazy, lustful thoughts. And you see this person almost every other day or every day and stuff like that. It kind of could be hard. For real. Even when I was at the job at Target, seeing so many, young, beautiful women, it's hard not to, think about this shit. Even though I was just like, the way they used to act, half the time, that shit just got on my nerves, so I didn't even like them anyways. But yeah, that's just me. It just makes me words can turn me off instantly. Bitch can have a BBL. Shawty could be a straight 12 out of 10. She say the wrong shit, I am out of here. But yeah, I think that's what it is also too. I remember one manager, as soon as that nigga got there, he was already on the baddest bitch in the damn warehouse. I'm like, what the this manager just got here and they already eating lunch together. What the hell? I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Well, working at a job, period, in my opinion, really, your relationship is. They got a thing called work bae and work wife and work husband for a reason. But anyways, if you have some experiences like this, put it in the comments below, man. Tell me what people you done heard or seen, get cracked, or what stories y'all got. People getting cracked in warehouses and stuff like that. Cause I'm sure y'all probably got way more crazy stories, way crazier stories than mine. Cause I don't even be paying attention half the time. But I'm pretty sure y'all got some crazy ones. But if this was a good talk, man, like the video if you like. If this was a good talk, like the video and everything. If this was interesting, entertaining, like the video. If you can't wait if you want to see more of me, you liking the content, man, subscribe, because I'm gonna have way more of this coming. I'm trying to pick up my YouTube shit again, man. That's also one thing I wanted to talk about. YouTube has come a long way, because this young man has his bed messy in the background, even though you can kind of barely see it. And I don't know how often he does this. I ain't looked at his channel, but 3,000 subscribers, 126K views, and he's just talking. No music, no nothing, no edits, no nothing, just talking. I'm putting a green screen behind me. I might be doing some edits in this video. I don't really know. Even other people that I watch who be barely editing, fucking 100K subscribers. YouTube has come a long way where this young man can do this and probably get paid. I don't know if he's monetized. He's probably monetized and get paid, have a living wage. So if you would like that for me, or you just want to support, or you just like the content, subscribe. Go and subscribe, man. But other than that, man, man, woman, they, them, you, hope to see you in the next one. I hope you come to the next video and do the same thing, like, comment, subscribe. Peace. I gotta get my shit together, bro. I'm rusty. I am rusty with this YouTube shit, I tell you.